This is the Global Economic Commodities Scrap Metal and Recycling Report by our Bentley Roll-Off Trailer and Gondola Trailer March 8th, 2021. U.S. weekly crude steel production rose to 1.749 million tons, while still only 77.2% of steel mill utilization on the slow growth economy. WTI crude oil price surged to $66.20 a barrel, a 1+ year high, as OPEC and its allies agreed to not increase supply. Wall Street firms forecast $80 a barrel by the third quarter of 2021. The U.S. oil rig count rose to 310, down 80.7% from 2014's high on better technology and low prices that are hurting the economics of new drilling. U.S. weekly crude oil production rose to 10.0 million barrels a day, off the multi-year low, recovering from the deadly Texas freeze. Scrap deal number one, HMS export buying price Philly, rose to $330 a gross ton on good global demand, while bad weather hurt supply. Scrap steel number one, HMS, rose to about $410 a gross ton on good demand, but again, supply was hurt by bad weather. Hot rolled coil steel rose to $62.56 per hundredweight, hitting a record during the week on good global demand and steel mills not up to speed. Imports are being limited due to tariffs and good global demand. Copper price was steady at $4.10 a pound. Markets are nervous about too much government stimulus, which could lead to too fast growth, then could lead to higher interest rates, then to slower growth. Aluminum price fell to 98.3 cents per pound on similar dynamics as copper. China exports for January-February combined surged 60.6% over last year on soaring global demand. The U.S.-China trade deficit doubled, yes, it doubled to $51.26 billion as Americans spent stimulus payments on Chinese-made electronics and furniture. U.S. February new jobs report showed the economy added 379,000 new jobs on easing business restrictions and falling infection rates. Leisure and hospitality had the largest gains, while jobs declined in education. The U.S. February unemployment rate fell to 6.2%, the lowest since April, but it's really about 8% or more. Millions of people, about 2% of the workforce, have simply just stopped looking for work, so they're not considered unemployed. U.S. total payrolls are up significantly since April 2020 low, but are still down 9.6 million jobs from a year ago. We are now at the level of 5 years ago, so there is major upside. U.S. vehicle sales fell to 15.7 million units annualized. Bad weather and lean inventories hurt sales. The shortage of computer chips for vehicles is limiting production. U.S. March IBD TIPP Consumer Economic Index rose to 55.4, the highest since February 2020 pre-COVID. The 6-month outlook and personal finance outlook rose. The outlook on federal policies jumped 10.5%. The U.S. February ISM Manufacturing Index jumped 60.8% with the strongest expansion since February 2018. Note the major decline that started in February 2018. New orders and employment rose while hiring remains a challenge. Wall Street's Dow Jones Industrial Average rose 564 points to 31,496 on the better-than-expected jobs report. But higher interest rates remain a concern as the massive new government stimulus could make growth too fast. As always, feel free to call or email me with any questions, and we hope all have a safe and profitable week.